Namaste students. Today we will discuss about redox reaction and then after solution of intex problem, page number 13. So first of all we start redox reaction. In previous lecture we had discussed about oxidation and reduction reaction. So in redox reaction in which oxidation and reduction both take place is known as redox reaction. Reaction in which oxidation and reduction both take place is known as redox reaction because either oxidation or reduction never take place. Either oxidation or reduction never take place. Both take place simultaneously. Dear students, either oxidation or reduction never take place. Both, that is oxidation as well as reduction, take place simultaneously. In previous lecture we conclude oxidation and reduction as follows. In oxidation, addition of oxygen or electronegative element. Just in reduction, removal of oxygen or removal of electronegative element. In reduction, we know that addition of hydrogen or addition of electropositive element, and just in reverse, in oxidation, removal of hydrogen or electropositive elements, which was discussed in previous lecture by taking different examples. Here I want to say that when we add addition of oxygen in a particular elemental form or compound form, then it removes from a particular elemental form or compound form. So addition is when possible, then removal is possible. So both take place simultaneously. Therefore, we can say that either oxidation or reduction never take place, both take place simultaneously. So every oxidation reaction is every oxidation reaction is a reduction reaction, and every reduction reaction is a oxidation reaction. Therefore, we use the term redox reaction. Therefore, we use the term redox reaction. We can more clear redox reaction by taking different example. So let us take examples. Number 1, zinc oxide reacts with carbon in the form of coke to form Zn plus Cu. Here we see that ZnO convert into Zn. We see that ZnO convert into Zn, that means removal of oxygen. Then other substance will add oxygen and this forms C2CO. That means addition of oxygen. So we know that removal of oxygen is known as reduction and addition of oxygen is oxidation. So the substance oxidize C, and the substance reduce is zinc oxide. Then we use two terms, oxidizing agent, AGENT, oxidizing agent, and reducing agent. Students, the substance which get oxidized is known as reducing agent. And the substance which reduce is known as oxidizing agent. So the substance which get oxidized, the substance which get oxidized is known as reducing agent, and the substance which get reduce is known as oxidizing agent. Other example, CuO plus H2, it form Cu plus H2. The examples are given in NCERT book. So in this reaction, redox reaction, we see that CuO convert into Cu, that means removal of oxygen, and in other addition of oxygen, removal of oxygen is known as reduction, and addition of oxygen is known as oxidation. So substance oxidize H2 and reduce CuO. The substance which oxidize is known as reducing agent, and the substance which reduce is known as oxidizing agent. Third example, MnO2 plus HCl, it gives MnCl2 plus 2H2O plus Cl2, here 4HCl for balancing this chemical equation, H2O. In this redox reaction, we see that this MnO2 convert into MnCl2 and this HCl convert into Cl2. Here we see that removal of oxygen, because MnO2 convert into MnCl2, and here in HCl convert into Cl2, that means removal of hydrogen, removal of oxygen is known as reduction, and removal of hydrogen is known as oxidation. So the substance oxidized is HCl, and the substance which reduce MnO2. The substance which oxidize known as reducing agent, and the substance which reduce known as oxidizing agent. So we discussed about redox reaction in which oxidation and reduction both take place. Now we solve intex problems. Of page number 13 in CRT. First question is that why is the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped in it? Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped in it? This question based on displacement reaction. Copper sulfate aqueous solution whose color is blue when added iron nail Fe in the form of solid. So here displacement take place, and due to displacement iron displaces copper and new substance is formed, iron sulfate aqueous plus copper solid. That's why the color of blue, that is color of copper sulfate, changes due to formation of new substance, that is iron sulfate. So the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped into it due to displacement reaction. The color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail dipped in it, because iron sulfate is formed, and that's why color of copper sulfate solution changes. Second one, give an example of double displacement reaction other than the one given in activity 1.10. Activity 1.10. Activity 1.10 is that given in NCERT book, NaSO4 aqueous react with BaCl2 aqueous, it form BaSO4 solid plus 2NaCl, white precipitate, white PPT. We have to write other example. So other example, we take NaCl aqueous in a one test tube and take AgNO3 aqueous in other test tube. When we mix one another, we get AgCl white precipitate, white PPT plus NaNO3 in the form of aqueous. Third and last, identify the substances that are oxidized and the reduced in the following reactions. Number 1 for third, number 1 is 4Na react with O2 gas to form 2Na2. Identify the substance that is oxidized and reduced. Here we see that Na convert into Na2O, that means addition of oxygen, and where O2 convert into Na2O, that means addition of electropositive element, addition of sodium, that is sodium is electropositive element. So addition of oxygen, we know that we use the term oxidation, and the substance oxidize Na, and addition of electropositive element, that is known as reduction. So substance reduce O2 oxygen, and the substance oxidize is known as reducing agent, and the substance reduced known as oxidizing agent. But in this question we have to only write the substance oxidize and reduce. Second one, CuO plus H2, Cu plus H2O. This question is already discussed in examples of redox reaction. So dear students, prepare notes and solve other examples based on this topic, and any problem you can contact with me. Thank you.